How's it going, guys? JP here. Welcome back to Buddy Bags. This week's theme is vehicle horror, picked by Matt. I thought that was an interesting pick. You have to kind of think outside the box to narrow down some films that involve vehicles that are horror films. The film I decided to review is kind of only one of 2 or 3 vehicle horror films I have, and that is Trucks from the year 1997 with the tagline of "You Turn, You Die." This, of course, is based on a Stephen King short story, the same story that Maximum Overdrive was based off of. So this one is kind of a similar setup. A group of people in a small town are fighting for their lives as all the trucks in the town come to life and begin trying to run them over. So I'm going to sit that down because my arm's getting tired. This film is pretty much Maximum Overdrive, but nowhere near as good. And Maximum Overdrive isn't really that good of a film. I like it. I think it's great, but I don't know if you would consider it a good film if you were really going to break it down and analyze it. This one has that feel where it almost feels pointless. Like, it doesn't feel like they tried to make a better film. It seems like they set their standards and lived up to those standards, but their standards were kind of set low to begin with. I think it might have been a TV movie, I'm not sure, but it feels really pointless. I think it's just trucks in this one that come alive and not like machines in general, which I thought was kind of weird. There's even like a toy truck that kills a guy, which is a completely laugh out loud scene. Probably my favorite scene in the whole film, just because it looks so ridiculous. The truck like bashes his head into a sidewalk, a little toy truck, and blood spraying everywhere. Pretty cool scene there, but for the most part, it just feels cheap and generic. Not a great movie at all. I really didn't have that good of a time watching this. It actually took me a couple sit downs to even get through. I kept falling asleep. I was really tired, but I also just really wasn't that into it. The characters nowhere near as fun and entertaining and likable as in Maximum Overdrive. This film's hard to talk about without comparing it directly to Maximum Overdrive. It's very similar, just nowhere near as good done, like as well done. Overall, just not a fan of Trucks. I was expecting a little bit more. I was expecting it to be not as good, but I was still expecting it to be kind of enjoyable. And I just really didn't like this one too much. So it didn't feel as dramatic. None of the characters were that likable. It feels very cheaply made. So yeah, I give Trucks a 5 out of 10. It's very average, just an average horror film. So that's my review for this week, guys. I'll see you next week. Still in a hotel, hopefully out by next week. See you guys next week with the theme that I picked.